10 Best Picks presents the top 10 best electric scooters. Starting at number 10. Hiboy Max. Electric scooters are still booming, although some governments are coming up with restrictions and sanctions for those who don't ride them appropriately, as in with a helmet and not on crowded sidewalks, to start with. Also, don't ride an e-scooter while drunk. Just don't. Now, there are a lot of options you can choose from in the under $500 e-scooter niche, including the versatile Xiaomi M365. In this review, however, we'll focus on the Hiboy Max electric scooter. In the middle of the handlebar Hiboy mounted an LED display. It's essentially a screen that shows relevant info such as speed, ride modes, and battery level. What's more, you get the option of switching the speed readings from miles per hour to kph, as well as a button that turns on or off the front and rear lights. We also like how Hiboy decided to integrate the various cables with the overall design of the scooter. In real-life use, however, the Hiboy Max should offer around 10 to 12 miles of range on a full charge. Depending on your proficiency at riding an e-scooter, you can select one of the 3 available ride modes: beginner, normal, or sports. You can shuffle those by interacting with the LED screen. Yes, we would have liked to get air-filled tires, but at least there's a front suspension setup that mitigates shocks and whatnot. Range might not be as high as advertised, but strictly for city use from home to the office or short weekend rides, the Max will most likely do the trick. It could also work out great as a first e-scooter for those who are just now getting the grips with these thingamajigs, as it will let you learn the basics of riding an e-scooter before moving on to a more powerful product. At number 9. Gotrax XR Ultra. We reviewed the XR electric scooter, a new budget-priced electric scooter from Gotrax. The XR and XR Ultra are new scooters introduced this year that replace the GXL Commuter V2, a past favorite. Gotrax has just released the new XR electric scooter to replace last year's GXL Commuter V2, a great scooter that we selected as the best electric scooter under $300. Like the previous GXL Commuter V2, the XR looks great, has terrific fit and finish, and is a fantastic value. The Ultra has all the needed features that give an electric scooter its most crucial functionality. These features are 21. 6cm pneumatic, a disc brake, a headlight, and a robust folding mechanism. The new for 2020 XR has an added safety pin to ensure the scooter doesn't accidentally fold while riding. The XR has enough speed and range to be very functional, while still keeping the cost under $300. If you want more hill climbing ability or are heavier, you'll want a more powerful scooter. The upgraded XR Ultra climbed the same hill in 23.4 seconds at an average speed of 9.3 km/h. The Mi M365 climbed the same hill in 28 seconds at an average speed of 10.6 km/h. Overall, our review finds that the XR is a suitable replacement for the best under $300 champion, Gotrax GXL Commuter V2 Electric. Number 8 of my list. Gotrax GKS. Today we decided to present you one of the cheapest and yet the most reliable electric scooters for children available on the market. Although the price of this scooter is lower than $100, don't worry, you will get more than expected and your children will have one reliable electric scooter. Why did we choose the Gotrax GKS electric scooter? Because children love scooters and want to try their hand at driving this interesting vehicle. On the other hand, you don't want to waste money on gadgets that can be easily damaged when mastering its use. That is why Gotrax GKS is an ideal scooter for children and younger riders while learning how to ride an electric scooter. Since Gotrax GKS is a scooter for kids and younger riders, you might expect it doesn't develop significant speeds. And when you compare it to top scooters capable of speeding over 30 miles per hour, that's correct. But believe us, the maximum speed of this scooter is more than enough for children who are just learning to ride. It is 75 miles per hour. And thanks to a safety lock that limits the maximum speed, your child won't lose control of the scooter while driving. This speed of 75 miles per hour is more than enough for children and riders who get on a scooter for the first time, and the impression while driving it is that the speed is much higher. Thanks to the 150 watts motor 25 volts Li-ion battery, and very light construction of the Gotrax GXL, the speed could be even higher, but the safety lock makes this impossible. The maximum range, when the battery is fully charged, is 4 miles, or about 40 minutes of continuous driving. It takes up to 5 hours to fully charge the battery, and that is one of our main objections about this scooter. Coming at number 7. Segway Ninibit ES4. Segway is a well-known and well-loved brand in the personal transport market, but how does their electric kickscooter stack up? The Segway Ninibit kickscooter ES4 has a powerful motor and battery, which gives it great speed and some of the best range you can find. It's a great electric scooter with few downsides besides the high price tag. The ES4 is a powerful electric scooter. The motor has a peak power of 800 watts, which makes it one of the more impressive scooters out there. At regular output, we're looking at 300 watts. It also has 2 batteries, an internal one and an external one. That extra external battery is what gives it a max range of 19 miles. If your commute is long, you'll need that battery power. If you don't need it, you can disconnect the external battery and just rely on the internal one. As for speed, the ES4 is an upgrade on Segway's older ES2 and ES3 models. The ES4 can get up to 19 miles per hour. To save on power, there's a speed limit mode, as well as a standard and sports mode. If you need to get up hills on your commute, the ES4's slope grade is 15 degrees. Segway has been making personal transportation vehicles for a long time, so it has its construction down. There's a mesh pattern on the deck for better grip, and the handlebar is comfortable, too. However, the scooter's tires aren't the best. They can't handle anything rougher than smooth city pavement, and they haven't been upgraded at all since the ES3. At number 6. Razor EcoSmart Metro. The Razor EcoSmart Metro HD isn't just a great electric scooter. It's a good alternative to a car for short distances. If I have to run into town, about a mile away from my house, I've taken to using an electric scooter rather than my car. For one, a scooter is easier to park. Many spots in our town have been taken up by open-air dining, and it's just more fun to get back and forth. However, if I'm picking something up, say groceries or a 6-pack of beer, I'll have to make sure it can fit in a backpack. It's for this reason I'm a big fan of the Razor EcoSmart Metro HD. This sit-down electric scooter has a large basket in the back that lets you tote things easily. And, at less than $500, it's a very economical scooter too. As you'll discover in my Razor EcoSmart Metro HD review, there are a few things I didn't like, but overall, this is one of the best electric scooters, especially if you're looking for a seated ride. Razor EcoSmart Metro HD electric scooter. Price and availability. The Razor EcoSmart Metro HD costs $469 at Razor, but around $425 on Amazon, and comes with an all-black frame and a rear hub-mounted motor. Underneath the deck is the scooter's battery pack, as well as a switch that turns the scooter on and off. There's a fender for the rear wheel, but I wish there was one for the front as well. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Razor E100. If you're thinking of getting your kid an electric scooter, the $159 Razor E100 should be high on your list. This is a moderately priced scooter made for children between the ages of 8 and 12. The E100 sports a twist grip throttle and enough oomph to let them scoot around at speeds up to 10 miles per hour for about 40 minutes. Because I'm too big and too old to ride the E100, I had Chase, 8, do the testing for our Razor E100 review to see how well it performs. Overall, the E100 is one of the best electric scooters for kids. The Razor E100 has a typical scooter design. It has an all-steel construction, which made it feel solid despite its 22-pound weight. The E100's deck widens from front to back and sweeps up to cover the rear wheel. I really like the wide deck, says Chase. I feel balanced when I ride the scooter. The handlebars have a twist throttle on the right and a handbrake on the left. Chase, who tested out a red version of the E100, found the look to be sleek and colorful and said his friends all thought it was cool. The scooter's dual 12-volt lead-acid batteries are housed beneath the deck in a steel cage. Down here is where you'll also find the power switch and charging port. Coming in at number 4 of my list. Razor Power Core E90. When you think of scooters, which brand pops into your head? The A-model micro scooter by Razor was the original handlebar-equipped kick-to-ride scooter mass-produced and sold in the United States. Over 5 million were sold in the year 2000. Since then, the company has grown and expanded into the world of electric motorized scooters. Their Razor E90 is a small kick-to-electric transitional scooter, perfect for kids. It travels at safe speeds, is easy to operate, and offers Razor's great quality at an affordable price. The Razor brand has been around since the late 1990s and gained popularity in 2000 when their folding Razor micro scooter was mass-produced and sold all over the world. Since that time, the Razor company has grown and expanded to provide a wider variety of products to a wider consumer group. One factor in Razor's popularity is the relatively low cost of their products while maintaining a high standard or quality and durable materials. Originally marketed as toys, Razor's scooters now come in stand-up and sit-down models with and without electric motors. Increasing numbers of adults are purchasing Razor scooters for personal use. The E90 will carry travel at up to 9 miles per hour, depending on rider weight and terrain. This scooter is best suited for travel on smooth, level terrain. The push-button throttle control is easy to operate and is mounted on the right-hand comfort grip. Riders can easily transition from electric power to kick-style riding. A pressure-sensitive foot-operated rear-wheel brake provides gradual slowing for safety, but it is necessary to release the throttle and begin naturally slowing before applying the brake. The front and rear tires are made of durable urethane and provide a quiet ride both indoors and outdoors. The Razor E90 is made to travel over smooth surfaces, such as concrete or smooth asphalt. At number 3. Swagger 5 Elite. In this Swagtron review, we cover the Swagger 5 Elite, a lower-priced competitor to the Xiaomi Mi M365. The Swagger 5 is the faster of the two, but has less range and other trade-offs. Overall, it's a fun little budget scooter. We think the features of the Swagger 5, its built-in LED information display, and its design make it an attractive entry-level scooter for a lot of riders beginners. The scooter is easy to use, durable, but still very fun. Results below are based on our independent testing and not data provided by the manufacturer. Read about our testing methodology or compare with other scooters on our electric scooter performance testing page. The Swagger 5 has a 250-watt electric motor that is integrated into the front wheel and relatively quiet. Acceleration is surprisingly zippy, and in its default zero start setting, the scooter can be launched quickly. The Swagger 5 has decent ride quality and is best suited for roads that are in good moderate condition. If you end up riding on poor terrain, you will get rattled around. Finally, it is a good scooter for the price. We've been riding this scooter for more than a year and think this is a solid purchase at the low end of the electric scooter market. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Coming at number 2, Gotrax GXL V2. The best budget electric scooter under $300. There's a reason why the Gotrax GXL V2 is the best-selling cheap scooter. It has everything a beginner needs. With a sturdy build, decent top speed, and well-rounded rider comfort, the GXL V2 is built to take the stress out of the short journeys. It's the perfect scooter if you want something no-nonsense to get you from A to B+, it outperforms its cheap price tag. When electric scooters first came on the market, finding a cheap one that didn't have a subpar construction causing it to rattle after a few rides, or waiting less than 12 hours for it to charge for 30 minutes of ride time was almost impossible. But then came along the Gotrax GXL V2. Cheap no longer meant sacrificing a few bucks for shoddy workmanship, but instead bridged the gap between cost and quality. The ride quality isn't as buttery smooth as more expensive models that have suspension, but if you plan to ride in urban areas that have relatively well-maintained roads and sidewalks, then the GXL V2 will serve you just fine. When you start to venture off the beaten track, it can be quite jarring and uncomfortable as your body vibrates to the rugged terrain underfoot. The GXL V2's deck is 18.6 x 6 inches in size and coated in anti-slip rubber, which is pretty standard among city slicking scooters. It's not too big and it's not too small, meaning there is enough space to find a comfortable stance. To put this into perspective, I wear size 10.5 shoes, and I can easily fit both feet on the deck with my left foot facing forwards at a slight angle and my right foot almost perpendicular to it. And number 1. Glion Dolly Foldable. Cars get stuck in traffic. Buses and trains don't get you all the way to your destination. Walking is slow, and bikes take up too much room. What should you try instead? I've found that when you need to get from A to B in a hurry, a folding electric scooter can kick some serious ass. I've been testing out folding electric scooters for over a year, and the Glion Dolly isn't bad. It's best for people who primarily use public transit, with a short last-mile commute on smooth, level pavement. The $850, 699 pounds or roughly AU $1,100 scooter can feel a little cheap and rough to ride, but it comes with 2 features you can get anywhere else: a trolley handle, so you can wheel it like a rolling suitcase, and the ability to stand up vertically all by itself. You can buy it direct from Glion here. The fastest fold I've found. 2 pulls for the handlebars, 1 flick of the quick release lever and 1 stomp on the big silver pedal, and it's ready to be carried. When it's time to unfold it again, the magnetic handlebar catches snap right into place. Stands vertically, all by itself. See the picture below? Smart. The only scooter I've seen that does this. Great for storage or while you're waiting for a train. It's heavy enough that a breeze won't tip it. If you stay tuned to CNET.com, I'll be reviewing some other folding electric scooters you might like even better. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.